Hello everyone, I'm Raven from Raven Comics, and today we will continue with the Batman Beyond story, where the Joker tries to do the same thing to the new Robin of the future that he did to Jason Todd. We start decades from now. In the previous chapter, we left off with Barbara going to her office, where a mysterious man was sitting. That mysterious man turned out to be the Joker, who started shooting at her with a gun. But the shot missed. The Joker couldn't believe Mabel had missed. Could it be that Barbara had gotten faster with age? Faced with this, Barbara has to find a way to confront the Joker. The latter asks her if she's missed him. He's her oldest and dearest friend. What Barbara doesn't understand is why he's still alive. Bruce Wayne was supposed to have finished him off. Now that she realizes it, he was the one who brought down the Wayne building with that train. The Joker asks if she would accuse him of something so violent and horrific. Barbara tells him she would, with good reason. Well, the Joker has nothing more to say except that she's wrong. He is gloriously guilty as charged. Barbara had thrown a bookshelf at the Joker, knocking his gun away. He was about to grab it, but Barbara managed to grab something sharp to hurt his hand. He shouldn't have come back. Now she's going to give him a hard kick, so hard that it will throw him out of this building. It seemed like the Joker was about to fall from the top, but it was all just a trick. Can you believe how lucky this man is that a taxi was occasionally waiting outside the window? It's almost as if he had planned it all in advance. Barbara tells him he's smart, but not smart enough. Now she's going to shoot him. The Joker escapes and is out of her range. From here, you can see Bruce Wayne's building. It's all so tragic. Who could be the one who did this damage? Who brought down the tower? The Joker escapes. Barbara can't believe all of this. He's alive. The Joker is really alive. She just confirmed it. Let's go back 2 minutes. In the previous chapter, Bruce Wayne and company were trying to escape through an elevator. Some thought they were going to die. Bruce Wayne tells Dick Grayson that he doesn't have to do it. Dick has to save himself along with his daughter. Dick asks if he wants him to leave him here with the others. If that's what he wants, he's not going to do it because everyone needs to be saved. Hope has arrived. Bruce believes something good is about to happen. Everyone will be saved, and they need to prepare for it. Batman, along with the Robin of the future, has arrived to take the elevator and get them out of this explosion. Robin says the elevator is much heavier than it looks. Batman just asks him not to let go. Mayor Fox is surprised by all of this. Here's Batman, who has found himself a new Robin. Robin says he's trying, but his propulsion control isn't very good. Batman tells him he can do it, he has to try even harder. It's difficult for Robin because he feels his arm is dislocating. Batman tells him there's just a little more to go. After advancing with the elevator, they finally make it. They've finally gotten Bruce Wayne and company to safety. Bruce and the others are getting out of the elevator. More debris could fall, so they need to get away from here as much as they can. Batman and Robin arrive with them and ask if they're okay. Bruce says more or less. Dick doesn't understand. That runaway train brought down the entire Bruce Wayne building. What could have happened to the conductor? How did he get to this place? Bruce knows this was no accident. His building was clearly the target. Dick asks if he has any idea who it could have been. Batman tells him to worry about that later. Right now, they need to help all the injured. That's more important. Once Batman and Robin leave, Dick confronts Bruce Wayne. He can't believe he gave that suit to a kid. Does he want to take the risk and end up like Jason Todd? Or maybe get a bullet in the brain? Bruce tells him that he was Nightwing when that happened. Matt's suit offers much more protection. The news has arrived. This is Jack Ryder for News 52. He has to ask Mr. Wayne what he has to say about the terrorist attack that destroyed this building. Bruce has no comment, but there's someone who does want to talk. This is Mayor Richard Grayson of Bloodhaven. The floor is yours. This was the work of a remarkably deranged criminal mind, someone Gotham should fear. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, a word of terrible warning from a prominent former resident. And to keep the news moving, we can now confirm the existence of a new Robin, beyond the shadow of a doubt that had been cast. Batman now has a partner, and we're seeing him on screen. There's someone who does like the fact that Batman has a new partner, and that someone is the Joker. A new and improved version of Robin. New like a sparkling bleach agent. This is something wonderful and perfect. At last, a target worth working towards for the Joker, something to aim at, bright, red and green target. we are with Batman and Robin. Terry tells his brother that at street level, he needs to keep his eyes open. They're going to be survivors. Robin says that everything down here is very old, and that's because this is old Gotham. He lived here a long time ago, and being here is difficult. The people living in this place are somewhat upset. Batman is acting like he cares about this place, visiting the rest of the city only because a building fell from the sky. Robin tells him that's not true. Batman is always trying to help. Batman says they have a point. He should spend more time in these places. He needs to be ready to help wherever he's needed. Later on, Robin asks why they landed. The Batman of the future says this almost looks like a naturally formed tunnel, as if it might protect someone. He'll activate infrared to find out if there's anyone in here. Robin didn't know he had that vision, so he activates his too. Batman sees something. He has to follow it. As they enter the cave, Matt asks if he really thinks there's anyone alive down here. They both move forward. Batman thinks he saw some movement, and as the sensors indicated, there are people living here who thank them. They thought they were going to die, trapped down here. Batman and Robin will take care of them. As they try to get them out, the building starts to collapse. Batman won't let that happen. He's going to prevent these people from dying right here. As he stops the debris, he asks Robin to get them to a safe place as quickly as possible. The people ask how it's possible that Batman is holding up this building. Well, that's because the suit enhances his strength. But the question is, how long could he do that? Robin hopes it's long enough. Matt has managed to get them out of the place. They're safe now. He only got 2 people out, and there are still more. Matt has to go back, but one of the kids he saved tells him it's crazy to go back in. Robin says it's not as crazy as leaving those people in there. As he enters the cave, he realizes the debris is still falling. Batman, in light of this, asks him to hurry before it's too late. Matt gets another 2 people out. He wanted to go back in immediately, but just as he exits, it seemed like all was lost for the people inside. But suddenly, Batman comes flying out with 2 individuals. Everything is going to be okay. His brother doesn't have to worry. This is how Robin realizes that Batman couldn't have saved them all by himself. And that's why he needs a Robin. Batman tells him that this time he didn't need him. The police have arrived. Commissioner Gordon is here. Barbara tells Batman that he needs to bring Bruce Wayne to this place. They need to talk about something extremely important. Batman doesn't want to do it. There could be more victims here, but Barbara doesn't care. This is more important. Once everyone is gathered, Barbara says she was in her office. He's still alive. She saw him. Bruce Wayne doesn't understand. Who is she talking about? Who is that still alive? Barbara tells him it's the Joker, and it wasn't one of his foolish imitators. She's 100% sure it was the real Joker. And with everything that's happened, it's possible he's the one who's been killing the Yonkers. The notes she found at the crime scenes didn't make sense until now. Batman doesn't believe it. The Joker can't be alive. But for him, too, things start to make some sense. So that was the voice he heard all those months ago. It was him. He's responsible for this. He brought down his building and killed more than he can count. It happened when he finished. He kidnapped him. He had a janitor working for him who seemed somewhat funny. He was always in the shadows, rarely saying a word. But when he finally heard him clearly, Bruce realized it was the one voice he would never forget. Just as he will never forget what he did to Jason. That moment when he used his magic crowbar and finished off one of his Robins. Meanwhile, we are with the Joker, who tells someone that there's the tribute to his greatest moment, the most special moment of his life. Something glorious, wonderful, invigorating. And now, finally, it's time for a sequel. 42 hours after the Joker destroyed the Wayne Family Tomorrow Center, the injured have been hospitalized. Batman has searched for the Joker everywhere, but hasn't found him. After almost 2 days without stopping, it's time to be Terry McGinnis instead of being Batman. After the Batman of the future searched for the Joker and didn't find him, he takes off his suit. Later, we see him with Melanie, to whom he apologizes for being late. She supposes she should get used to those words, sorry for being late, considering his other job. For Terry, this is an interesting description. Melanie assumes they shouldn't be talking about, you know what, in public. Melanie still can't believe he hid it from her all this time. Terry is sorry, but she was with the Royal Flush Gang when they met. She was a criminal. and he had to be careful. Melanie has worked hard to get on the right path. She's happy that Terry can trust her now. Meanwhile, elsewhere, CC is walking and not feeling very well. He hates doing this. He hates all of this. He hates it, but he has to do it. He has no other choice. As he moves forward, he arrives at a joke shop. Bernie welcomes him. It's been a while since he was last here. CC is sorry about all of this. He's really sorry, but he has to do this for Ruby, and that's so the Joker won't kill her. CC opens his coat, and here he has a screen with the Joker on it, and he's also carrying some explosives. The Joker greets Bernie, who has been supplying the Jokers, the Pretenders. It's a copyright infringement, trademarked, and all standards of good taste on the part of the Joker. Bernie, seeing him, gets very nervous and says it's an honor to meet Mr. J and have him here. The Joker says it makes them look nothing like him. That's an insult, one that cuts him very deep, and that's why CC is going to explode here. CC tells Bernie he's sorry, but he has Ruby, so he's going to blow up right now. Elsewhere, the Joker is talking to someone now. He supposes he could call that sad, very, very sad. But the Joker's stealing his good name and using it for their own personal gain is something he finds very lousy. They had no style or any of the wit or sense of vitality he brought to the job. They were imposters, they were frauds. But do you know what else is fraudulent? Neo-Gotham. This city should be like it was before, rough and dirty. Could it be that his loyal and intrepid throwbacks wouldn't agree? Well, the Joker already said it, and everything he says is going to be done here. The Joker turns to Duty and tells him he's a wise and intelligent man, the kind of guy who would leave the Jokers and beg to be one of his throwbacks. Duty says it's true. He realizes that the current world is flawed and needs to go back to what it was before. The Joker offers Duty a cigar, assuring him it won't explode or anything like that. In theory, Duty is his quietest guy, and now he welcomes him to the club. However, there's a problem with one of those present. The Joker points to John and says he's the problem. He has a Duty, a Rooney, and a Ruby, but John doesn't fit in with any of that. John, trying to fit in, asks if Johnny would be okay. The Joker finds it acceptable, but then turns to Ruby and asks what's wrong with her, noticing that she seems upset. Ruby explains that it's because CC is dead and he was her love. The Joker tells her to forget about it. Now she's one of the throwbacks and is here to help bring Neo-Gotham back to the whole it should be. Ruby asks if it has to be like when it was just Gotham City. The Joker tells her yes, exactly. This city used to be a big, dark, horrific place, full of trash, blood, and the guts of crime. It was beautiful, deadly, and glorious. Now, however, it's cute, radiant, and shiny, with gleaming towers and flying cars. What's so good about that? Besides, they don't have to start with a bat who flies with a cape, has wings, red wings, and a flying robin. Have you ever heard anything so ridiculous? The Joker reflects that everything he's saying sounds crazy, but it certainly shows what technology can do for a man. He saw it when he was with that terminal, full of crazy technology and wonderful toys. He used them to drug and lock up Bruce Wayne while robbing him blind. So if Batman is going to accept using technology as much as the Joker hates it, then he's going to use it too. And John will be the key to making it all work. John, trying to be compliant, says that, of course, whatever's necessary, he's here for the boss. The Joker grabs him by the shoulders and tells him no, he won't be anymore. Meanwhile, in the future Batcave, Bruce Wayne comments that there's still no sign of the Joker. They have police security cameras all over the city, but they haven't seen him either. Suddenly, something new starts happening. It looks like an explosion. A trinket shop in the Grant District has blown up. Barbara is sure it must be him. Matt thinks so too, so he asks Commissioner Gordon to get ready to go after him. Bruce tells him not to, not without Terry. Matt replies that's exactly what he was thinking. If they need Batman, Robin will find him. Matt suits up and leaves the Batcave. Dick Grayson asks him to wait, warning him that he can't do this alone. Matt replies that he won't, and he's already mentioned what's going to happen. Once he finds Terry, they'll take on the Joker together. Dick Grayson insists that this maniac is too much for him to handle. He's not ready to face him. Again, Matt tells him not to worry. He had great training. Dick doesn't understand how Bruce can support all this. If that monster gets his hands on Matt, the same thing that happened to Jason Todd could happen. Bruce tells him that Matt is capable. He knows how to take care of himself and will be fine. Dick retorts that it'll be fine until a crowbar to the face or maybe a bullet to the head happens. The sad truth, Dick says, is that things don't end well for any of the Robins. We're back with Terry, who's still with Melanie. She tells him it was nice spending time together, but she has a question. Where does this leave them? Clearly, she's referring to their relationship. Are they friends, something more, or just something casual? A real and honest couple? Terry responds that he supposes they're not. Melanie thanks him and leaves, saying that every time she tries to have a relationship, guys like Terry pull the rug out from under her. Terry didn't mean it like that, he's sorry. It's just that his life is complicated. Melanie tells him that life is complicated for everyone. You just have to learn to deal with it. They were about to kiss when suddenly a red alert sounds. Robin has arrived. Matt tells Terry that the Joker blew up another building, and they have to go. Terry asks Melanie what she thinks about it. Just as he had already mentioned, this will be complicated. Terry supposes he'll have to learn how to deal with it. Terry leaves. But will they continue with this afterward? Melanie tells him they'd better. Shortly after, Batman asks Robin what the target was. Matt tells him it was a trinket shop. They sold joke items and magic tricks. That seems like a small target. How long ago did it happen? Matt says it was just a few minutes ago. In fact, the place is still burning. Batman knows the Joker is a psychotic criminal mastermind. Why mess with such a small shop? Robin says that for someone as crazy as the Joker, there doesn't necessarily have to be a reason. Suddenly, shots are fired. Batman warns Robin to be careful. Matt doesn't understand. Why are they shooting? Batman says they'll find out why once they know who it is. But for now, he needs to move. He can't be an easy target. It seems like they'll find out who's responsible for the shots soon. The new Joker henchmen are here, and they're the ones shooting at Batman and Robin. Batman asks if there's any difference with these guys. Of course, there is, at least for the boss, though it might just be the name. Robin confronts them and is about to attack. As far as he's concerned, they're all crazy. Duty stands in front of him and says he'll wish he never said that. Duty fires, but Robin easily dodges the shot, causing Duty to hit his own teammate instead. Batman arrives and demands to know where the Joker is. He doesn't care who they are. It's their boss he wants, and he'll ask again, where is the Joker? After Batman delivers a hard kick to Duty, Robin goes after Ruby, telling her not to run away. She's just wasting her time. There's no way she can escape from him. Ruby enters a room, and Robin follows, but he's hit hard. From a distance, Batman sees what's happening and rushes to help his partner. He reaches him but can't understand how that girl did this to him. Robin says it wasn't her. It was someone different, something monstrous. Someone from inside the room says they can't say they love what Batman has done to the place, making it all fancy and nice, just like he did to himself. Now he has wings and can fly. As far as the Joker is concerned, that's cheating. Well, if Batman is going to cheat, then so will the Joker. The Joker emerges from the room, and Batman is truly shocked by what he's seeing. None of this should be possible. The Joker tells him to think of him as the Joker beyond. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe for more content like this. I'm TJ Prime, and see you in the next video.